Hey guys, so we're going to continue on with complementary and supplementary angles and using that to find missing measures. It's kind of like what we did with adjacent and vertical angles, but now we're using the qualities of complementary and supplementary angles. So as review, complementary angles, and I'm going to abbreviate, are 90 degrees, and supplementary are 180 degrees. Really important, okay? So the directions for 9 through 11 say tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. Well, there's no neither, I'm sorry. Take that away. Complementary, supplementary, and then find x. So if we're looking at x right here is what we're looking for. And we know that this angle is 64 degrees. So together, all the way across, what kind of angles do those make? Do those together make 90 degrees or 180? 180. So they would be supplementary. Okay. Well, we can set up an equation. I know that this angle plus this angle equals 180. So I'm going to write that. X plus 64 has to equal 180 degrees because they make this straight line. So 64 plus x equals 180. How do I get x by itself? Subtract 64 from both sides. Okay, well, I've got x alone. 180 minus 64 is 16, I think. So x equals 116 degrees. Now I'm sure at home you could go, okay, I know 180 minus 64, x. Going down the page though, we have more with harder equations. So I'm trying to show you that here so you can do the harder ones in just a second. So question 10, I know x right here, and then I know this one's 71. This angle is. So together, what type of angle do they make? A right angle or 90 degrees. So they are complementary. Okay, so we can do x plus 71. If they're complementary, their sum will be 90. Well, I can subtract 71 from both sides, and I'll get that x equals 19 degrees. Okay, let it refocus. It's being stubborn. I'm not going to do question 11 because it's just like number 9. So I'm going to move on from that. Number 12. Let's scroll up. If angle A is supplementary to angle B, and the measure, the M there means the measure of angle A is 26, find the measure of angle B. So I know they're supplementary. So supplementary means 180. So that means if I do angle A plus angle B, it has to equal 180 because they're supplementary. Well, I know angle A is 26, so I can plug that in. So 26 plus angle B equals 180. Now I'm trying to find angle B. So to get angle B by itself, I need to get rid of the 26, and what I would do is subtract 26 from both sides. Okay, so that's gone. So then I know that the angle measure of angle B, 180 minus 26 is 154, I think. 154. So the big deal here was knowing that they were supplementary and using that information to set up an equation. 13 says angle G is complementary to angle H, and we know that H equals 63 degrees, but we don't know G. So they're complementary. So that means if I do angle G plus angle H, they have to equal 90 degrees. Well, I know H is 63, so I'm going to plug that in, but I don't know what G is. I can find it though. So to get g by itself, I would subtract 63 from both sides. And I would get g equals 27 degrees. Okay, pretty good, right? Now we're going to get into a little bit harder stuff. So there's more variables here, other stuff. So this is when solving equations is going to come back to you. So we're going to say if they're complementary or supplementary and then find x. So these two make a 90 degree. So that means they're complementary because 90 degrees equals complementary. So that means complementary, when you add two angles together and they're complementary, they have to equal 90. So that means if I put this angle with this angle, I add them together, they have to equal 90. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out. So if I do 8x minus 14 plus 16 equals 90. This is a multi-step equation. So the reason it's multi-step is because on the same side of the equal sign, I have like terms. Negative 14, positive 16. So negative 14 plus 16 is positive 2. So I have to combine those to get positive 2. So it becomes 8x plus 2 equals 90. Okay, now I just have a two-step equation. So to get x by itself, I would subtract 2. That cancels. I have 8x equals 88. How would I get rid of the 8? I would divide both sides by the 8. Sorry, I ran out of room. And x equals 11 degrees. So you're really just using your knowledge of complementary, supplementary to solve a bunch of equations. That's why we tried to hit equations as hard as we did. So looking at question 15, this angle plus this one, do they make a 90 degree angle or a straight 180 degree angle? They make a straight 180. So that means they're supplementary. Okay, so that means if I add them together, they will equal 180 by definition. So I'm going to go ahead and just add them together and set it equal to 180. So 6x plus 30 plus 36 equals 180. Okay, well again, I have like terms. On the same side of the equal sign, I have to combine them. Got to do that first. So 30 plus 36 is 66. So I've got 6x plus 66 equals 180. Well, what would I do first? How would I solve that? If you said subtract 66 from both sides, you are correct. Those cancel. And 180 minus 66 is 114. So I've got 6x equals 114. Divide both sides by 6. And you get x equals 19. Okay. More examples. So number 16. If you want to, I would think it'd be a great idea to try number 16 right now. Pause, then come back and see if you did it right or where you messed up. It would be a great thing to do right now. But if I add together these two angles, they make 180. So that means they're supplementary. Okay, well, they're supplementary. That means if I add the two together, then they are going to equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and set that equal as an equation. So 3x plus 16 plus 8x minus 1 equals 180. Okay? Oh, it's a little different. You have to think about what all like terms you have on the same side. So I know 3x and 8x are like terms, and 16 and negative 1 are like terms. So I'm going to put them together. 3x plus 8x is 11x, And 16 minus 1 is positive 15, so plus 15. And that equals 180. Well, after we get those like terms together, now we're just sitting at a two-step equation that you know how to solve. I know you know how to do that. So I would subtract 15 from both sides. And then I've got 11x equals 75, 165. Is that right? Okay. Miss Brown. No, I did that right. I think I'm good. I'm good. 165, wait, Claire. 165 divided by 11 is 15. Divided by 11. Sorry, I didn't show my work there. I was too worried thinking I was doing something wrong. But I didn't, yay. So, x equals 15. Go team. Number 17. Again, I would try this right now, then watch it, pause, then watch. Okay, so pause, you try, then come back. But if I add these two together, they make a right angle. So that means they're going to be complementary. Okay, so they are complementary. So if I write out 7x plus 2 plus 4x, they've got to equal 90 by definition. It's got to. Again, we have like terms on the same side of the equal sign, so we have to combine them. 7x plus 4x is 11x plus 2 equals 90. Again, at a two-step equation, you know what to do. Subtract 2 from both sides to undo the 2, and you've got 11x equals 88. Divide by 11, and you get x equals 8. So that's all of our examples we're going to do today in class. Let me go ahead and go to your homework. So your homework, you are not going to do all 6 examples. I am going to take question 6 off. And I am also going to leave the rest. So 5 questions, it's not bad. So if you're at home, again, without internet, you are going to write your answers on a piece of paper, take a picture, send it to me. You're not going to write on this, you can't. If you're at home with internet, you're going to go to assessments and you're going to do the work and enter it into assessments. Okay? If you have any questions, please reach out and email me. We're almost there. Bye, guys.